Does anyone remember when D2DT, aka Dick or Dickin, and Ghost Cardi leaked Boggs Madara to try and get back at the community, despite the fact that Boggs Madara was going to be public anyways? Because I and other people leaked their private and sold leech characters that they never intended to be public, they figured out how to strike back by leaking characters that were going to be public because that's really showing us. Every leak Dumb and Dumber managed to do, whether it be Bog or Buriko's characters, even Incef's Char Academy edit to Takizawa, were characters intended for public release. Just picture it. Your own attempt to hit back at people you fucked with first embarrasses yourself more. Well, the reason these two geniuses leaked Boggs Madara was because apparently it was 90% Shinrashi's code. Apparently almost the whole character. And that Bog put a price tag on it, that he was charging people for early access. And they claimed that we falsely accused them of that, and that the sheep don't know any better. But if that's the case, where was this sentiment with Docs, his Hao Asakura, that you paid for, Deke? It's mostly Mikel code, as I just showed. And yet when you showed the character off and shouted Docs out, you called his Hao a great char, which is very interesting given that when he made his Juzo, you said that the community was full of unoriginal coders. His Dabi that you were oh so defensive over was also mostly Mikel code, and you paid for that too. Even though Docs mocked his own sprites in my DMs, all the while you were hyping it up and defending it like it was so precious. Imagine you buy a character from a guy, and you're so defensive over it, even when it's not even mentioned, because you think it's one of his better characters, only for that same guy you bought it from to publicly admit at least half of it is Mikel's publicly available code, though more than half of it is. And that he's behind the scenes making fun of his own lazily edited sprites in that same character, sprites that, mind you, are also public. So Deke, just remember, you were someone Docs knew he sold slop to before he buddied up with you. Better yet, where was it when you flaunted an edit to Revelio's Kaneki, a character that was 90% Revelio's, that was made by Docs' protege Mark, which was then sold to Gabriel Miller or Subtilizer, who's on Bilibili, and he also bought Docs' Thorfinn. You drew the line at Bog charging people for early access to the Madara before its public release, but it's okay for the people you like to sell edits to someone else's character with no public release? Yet you insist we're falsely accusing you. Sure. Buckle up, boys. This year's going to be great. Big things are ahead. If you thought it was bad when you had to resort to false DMCA takedowns and perjury just to fail at shutting me up, you have no idea what's in store. Until next time.